What's up, everybody? Anthony here, Empire Music, empiremusic.com. Take two, because we forgot that the heater kicks on down here. So we're shooting finally back on our showroom floor. So we were midway through a take, and if you've been in here, you know how loud the heating and cooling system is in here. Deafening at times, and it really just clicked on. So take two, here we go. New this week. Shout out to Joe, appreciate it for him filling in for me last week on New This Week because I was out sick last Thursday. Came down with a wicked cold, kind of lasted through, kind of still hear it up there, so I apologize for that. Next week, might not be an old this week, might not be a new this week next week. Joe, Justin, and I will be out at the NAMM show. We'll try and bring you some content. It'll be sort of on the fly from the hotel room editing and putting it out there. So you might see some content. Maybe you see an old this week, maybe you see a new this week that's NAMM oriented. Maybe not, so make no promises. But if you don't see something, don't be alarmed. We'll be back the week after. Really cool stuff going on. I can't believe we're like midway through January here in 2025. It flies by. I think the biggest thing happening in the shop, and if you've been in here and if you've noticed in some of our social media content, some new angles, some new decor. Take a look at the showroom. It's really shaping up. Construction is like 99% of the way done. Might be a few odds and ends to pick up. I'm gonna have Brent, the lighting might not be great here, guys, but show you sort of the new front of the store. We have all of our strings and accessories kind of tucked away, some cool lighting. Again, we're not quite finished with it yet, I don't believe, but it's really shaping up. So we're super happy to kind of have a nice little facelift on the showroom floor here, which is also why you've seen us in multiple angles here throughout the shop. So happy to be back down here on the showroom floor. But you have to remember the heater or the AC in the summer to turn that off. So we're not here. Take one, take two, take three. I got some really awesome guitars to show you. I think I got a little bit of something for everybody. So I got some basses. That's for me. Selfish. Electrics. Some awesome acoustics too. And acoustic guitars are really the spot. We had such a great week last week with Martin with the launch of their 2025 Refresh Standard Series. Amazing sounding, feeling, looking, playing guitars. Really exceptional. I have two of those to show off to you, but all this focus on acoustic guitars, and I always say I'm a bassist first, but I strum a little bit, and I do a lot of recording work, mostly at home. I'm not some grand session artist. Really starting to appreciate the longer I go working here at Empire Music, and really starting to appreciate the nuances of acoustic guitars. But let's dive into some instruments here. Enough of that long-winded stuff, right? So this, what can you say? Cool factor through the roof on this. JACO Pastorius, Fender Custom Shop, Tribute Fretless Jazz Bass. I'm a massive JACO fan. I always say if you learn any JACO lines, it's like you're reading sacred text to some extent. His harmonic choices and just his role in the evolution of the electric bass, exceptional. Check out the relicing job on this. It's really cool. The holes. If you see pictures of JACO playing his jazz bass this is modeled after, it's really a spot-on recreation of it. So again, cool relicing package, alder body, 60s pickups in it, C-shaped neck, right? Really cool relicing job on the back of the neck there. It feels great. Not only does that look cool. One thing that I really dig is this just stamped Fender Custom Shop logo. There's no color on it. I'm such a sucker for details. I say that all the time, but those really small things I love. And that really is like a make or break point for me on instruments a lot of times. Not a make or break point, I should say that. It really pushes it over the top when I notice. The tone's obviously the first thing. This thing has it. I had it plugged in last night. I'm going to do some longer form content on our YouTube channel on this bass. Slab rosewood fretboard, fret lines in it, but it is fretless. I believe that's clay dots on that too. Although I'm not sure on that. I should have probably been more prepared for that. Either way, it looks cool because it's kind of off-white. One interesting thing on this, well, multiple interesting things, but something that I found very interesting was that it's a 12-inch radius on the fretboard. That makes a lot of sense for a fretless bass. I think that's a good I like that flatter fretboard on a fretless. However, I don't know if that's totally accurate. Maybe we can kind of hive mind that together and figure that out. But JACO's bass, I would assume, would have been a 7.25 or maybe 9.5 on the fretboard radius that he made fretless, which makes it even crazier how awesome he was to be playing a fretless bass, not at a flatter radius on it. So JACO bass, first of its kind that I've seen. We might have had one that sold before it hit the website or before I got my hands on it. But that's it, and it's awesome. Now this is a Fender Custom Shop, just custom jazz bass, right? Ash body, vintage J pickups in it. Love the chrome knobs. The JACO had the chrome knobs too. Really good relicing job on this too. Sorry, Brent. I went a little fast there. You know, I love this stuff. Right? I love this nuance stuff on these relicing. It really is cool. I love a natural with a black art on it too. Mother of pearl block inlays, awesome bound neck, 60s U jazz bass neck shape, and AAA rosewood fretboard. Look at that grain on that. It's almost kind of got a Brazilian sort of vibe to it, even though it's definitely not. You would know that by the price. And then Brent and I's all-time favorite, not all-time favorite, one of our all-time favorite things, lollipop tuners on the top there. Very, very cool. 59 hardtail Strat. This thing rips. It's a lightweight too. Faded, aged Sherwood green metallic, I believe is the finish. That's definitely clay dots on that. That's another thing Brett and I really love. Love the look of the clay dots on that. Fat 50s pickups. And then this is a cool pickup that I don't think I've ever seen this come through in a custom shop, although I'm sure they've made them. I just haven't seen them. Duncan Frankenstein Trembucker. So it's like EVH style in the bridge there. If you have that like overwound 50s voicing up front, which is really, really cool. And then 60s oval C next. So pretty traditional looking outside of the HSS, but man, you can really get some punchy, high output EVH kind of tones out of that bridge pickup. Trembucker, so accentuated like upper frequency character on that. Super cool. And I love the hardtail Strat. It's just awesome. Another one that I like now I've seen these before. Every time they come through, I'm always impressed. American Custom Fender Custom Shop. 64 pickups in it, alder body, contoured neck heel, beautiful bird's eye. I think that's a roasted bird's eye neck on that. Same neck profile, 60s oval C, compound radius though. Another beautiful piece of rosewood on this too, a little darker. 9 to 12 compound radius. It's kind of like a custom shop version of, like a vintage version of an American Ultra, if that makes sense. I know those are two contradicting things there, but kind of this like hybrid vintage styled instrument on it, but like locking tuners, things like that. Kind of just reminds me of like American Ultra, some of that like more modern looking stuff. All right, acoustics. So new Martins have popped out and they're really, really nice, right? So we have a D35. This guy, non-scallop bracing, but you still have that golden era bracing. Golden era bracing, if you're not familiar with that, check out our Instagram page. Joe did a really nice short video explaining the golden era bracing. Sitka spruce top, rosewood back and side. I love a three-piece back. I think it looks so cool. Maybe I'm just a fan of that style on bass tops as well. That's it. And then HD28, now we're into the scallop bracing, herringbone pattern. Love these. These are in the 1935 Sunburst. Gorgeous, gorgeous instruments. They sound so good, so good. That golden era bracing, it just makes the guitar sing. Gibson J45 50s original, spruce top as well, but now we're into the mahogany back and sides, a little shorter scale length. Interesting tonal combination there because you have the spruce top, mahogany back and side, so that direct mid-range kind of character with a rosewood fretboard on that. And that shorter scale length softens it up. Just absolutely beautiful sounding guitars. I'm loving the Gibson acoustics recently. And last one, Taylor Legacy Series 514, cedar top. Look at the bear clawing on that. I don't know that I've ever seen anything nicer than that bear clawing wise. Now mahogany back and sides too, with that super soft cedar top. So within these 4 acoustic guitars, you have a range of tone that's just amazing. Really, really diverse set of acoustics on that. If you need some personalized service on finding the right acoustic for you, call us at the shop, right? Talk to Joe, talk to Justin. Those guys can really, really dial you in on the tone woods that's gonna match your playing style, the body shape and things like that. We're always happy to answer those questions for you. Phone number at the shop's 412-343-5299. New this week. Again, we'll be at NAMM next week, so you may not see us. If you do, be a little bit of bonus material. So see you when we see you. Thanks.